Welcome to the Patrick Clausing Podcast. You can find this show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podchaser, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and YouTube.
Welcome to the Dogcast. My name is Patrick, and I'm here to talk to you about your dogs. I'm here to talk to your dogs, Okay, so today's episode is about the WALK. During this last year, we had some serious pandemics, and a lot of people ended up buying little puppies. So today's topic is about the walk. And so, hey there, puppy. Come here, doggy. You want to go for a walk? Come here. Hey, buddy. I'm just kidding. We're not going to go for a walk. This is a dog cast. So, yeah, thanks. Thanks for tuning in, little puppy, while your owner's away, and we're gonna just talk about dog treats now. Do you like jerky? Is your favorite treat bacon? You want some bacon? You want a treat? Sit. Oh, good boy. Good doggy. Oh yeah. Okay. So you want to go for a walk? Well, thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Walk and why it's so important to take your dog on a walk. And hopefully your dog is all perked up and ready to go for a walk by the time you get home and your dog is done listening to this here podcast episode on repeat. So, how about a treat? Have a great one. Until next episode.
And now it's time for Patrick's favorite song of the week, which is Timbre from freesound.org.
Hello and welcome back to this episode on Patrick Clausing's Dogcast. I'm your host, Patrick Clausing. So today's episode is going to be on your puppy's nutrition and the special dog treats that each puppy really needs, and that's pretty much it. That's the topic we're going to cover today. So yeah, dogs really like bacon and jerky and stuff. So be sure to spoil your dog with some real fresh bacon, because bacon is what big dogs like, or even little puppies, So, go down to your local dollar store, just pick out, some Jack Slinks or some Slim Jams, and make sure you get some Dr. Pepper, because dogs really enjoy Dr. Pepper, too. For whatever reason, I don't know why little puppies just like to slurp that stuff up. It must be pretty sweet. It's only 150 calories per can, so make sure your puppy gets a lot of Dr. Pepper as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it on today's episode. Dog food. I usually feed my puppies puppy chow and Purina and other things like carrots and sometimes a lot of chocolate. You know, when Fido got into the Hershey's the other day, it was kind of turned into a mess all over my apartment, and I had to clean that mess up. So yeah, it was great. And shout out to our sponsors, PatrickClosing.com, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, I guess.
And now a message from Pat's dog. And now back to our show.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Patrick Closing's Dogcast. Today, we're going to be talking about a little topic of difference. The topic is about the Frisbee and why your dog really loves the Frisbee. So, we're going to just go ahead and kind of talk about Frisbees. Why dogs think that they're the most fun toy ever. So the Frisbee, it's pronounced Frisbee. It's the origin of the term dates around 1957, also called a flying disc, or sometimes referred to as a flying saucer. And this is pretty much simply a disc that is gliding through the air. It's a toy for sporting. This item is generally made of injection molded plastic, so really easy going on your little puppy's teeth when he goes to catch the Frisbee. It's roughly 8 to 10 inches in diameter, with a pronounced lip for easy throwing. It's used recreationally, not like marijuana products or anything like that. You can't smoke a Frisbee, and it's also used competitively for throwing and catching, for like flying disc games like Whammo, and Frisbee golf. But you can also use this with your little puppies. Your dogs will love a Frisbee, so go ahead and, take them to the park. Go get yourself a Frisbee down at the local Walmart or, Ted's Frisbee shop or whatever. These used for disc golf are usually smaller, but they're a little denser and they're tailored for a particular flight. These profiles of the Frisbee tend to increase and decrease the stability in the distance. So, when you're throwing the right kind of Frisbee for your dog, you're not going to hurt his little puppy teeth, his canines, and such. The history of the Frisbee comes from kind of this guy named Walter Frederick Morrison, and his future wife, Lucille, had fun tossing a popcorn can lid after a Thanksgiving Day dinner in 1937, and they soon discovered a market for a light-duty flying disc when they were offered 25 cents for a cake pan that they were tossing back and forth on a beach near Los Angeles, California. And that's when they got the wheels turning, because you could buy a cake pan for just about 5 cents, and if people on the beach were willing to pay a quarter for it, well,
There was a business, Morrison told the Virginia Pilot newspaper in 2007, and the Morrisons continued their business until World War II, when he served in the Army Air Force flying P-47s and then was a prisoner of war. Morrison sketched a design for an aerodynamically improved flying disc. It's kind of a different topic here, but dogs love frisbees, and I'm thinking that you should go to the park and let your dog do some fun things like catch a frisbee. They like to get things and jump and stuff. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. I'm on today's episode. Our sponsors are patrickclosing.com, and have a great day. All right. Yeah.